If you're a person who subscribes to my channel, you've probably noticed that a lot of my content has been of a political nature lately. What can I say? I enjoy standing on my own personal soapbox. Partly this is because of the results of this year's crappy election, and partly it's because of the way I see the rights of people everywhere being shrunken and marginalized by the interests of a wealthy few. There are a lot of people being hoodwinked into redefining what constitutes free speech, the role of the government in the economy, the rights of the individual, and really what it means to be an American. The shift away from rational thinking, let alone empathy for others, has left me pretty pissed off, for lack of a better term. I'm frustrated when people forget to stand up for their neighbors, but I'm even more frustrated when people try to prevent their neighbors from standing up for themselves. Does that make sense? Or is it too convoluted? If it doesn't make sense, just rewind and replay. I think it's good. Anyway, today I wanted to take a moment to congratulate the thousands of protesters at Standing Rock for making their voices heard and for exercising their right to stand up for what they believe in. For those who haven't been paying attention to this issue, here it is in a nutshell. Two energy companies, Energy Transfer Partners and Sunoco Logistics Partners, have been building a pipeline in North Dakota that would transport about 470,000 barrels of oil across 4 states every day. Pro-dinosaur energy climate change deniers and wealthy Wall Street energy sector investors see this pipeline as a way to increase America's energy production in a meaningful and economically lucrative way. Also, they see it as a great way to line their pockets with cash. I disagree with their motives, but that's their position, and they're entitled to it. However, the pipeline they've planned needs to pass underneath Lake Oahe. It's a dammed part of the Missouri River, which is a resource for drinking water and irrigation for the area. And according to most reports by environmentalists, Lake Oahe is very vulnerable, as are the ecosystems downstream, and the pipeline could ruin the fresh water supply. In addition to that, it's also a part of sacred lands overseen by the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. The Sioux are Native Americans who are awarded this land in part as reparation for all the terrible things that the US government did to their people for a long time. Yesterday, they had a small victory. The Army Corps of Engineers announced that it would not grant an easement for the pipeline to cross under the lake. And this was a win for the hundreds of protesters, really thousands, who've been camped out at the site for months. Unfortunately, the DAPL people have vowed to continue to dig.
They released a statement saying they're fully committed to ensuring that the project is brought to completion and that they fully expect to complete construction of the pipeline without any additional rerouting.
And who knows what the next administration is going to do, although we probably have a pretty good idea of that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But whatever side of this issue you stand on, and there is a right side for sure, as an American, you have to give credit to the people who've been exercising their right to protest this pipeline. We all have the power to make change, and it's incumbent upon each of us to fight against the people who try to stifle that power. To wit, if you are an alt-right PC policing troll who's about to leave some snarky comment below, know you do not have a right to tell others that they can't or shouldn't protest the government or corporations or anything else. You can share your opinion about the subject matter, that's your right, but you can't tell me that telling you that you can't tell others that they can't protest is an example of me limiting your freedom of speech. That doesn't make any logical sense. It's like some sort of a circular argument, and I hate to say this, but it's tantamount to a temper tantrum. Anytime any of you alt-right PC bros starts snarking about something like that, the first thing anyone thinks is, oh, geez, this guy's really unhappy with the size of his penis. I'm sorry, but that's what people are thinking, so. Anyway, in the spirit of standing up for myself and hopefully those around me, I'd like to make a small announcement to my YouTube community. I've decided to run for City Council of West Hollywood, which is where I live. We're a small, incorporated city inside the larger metropolis of Los Angeles County, and I really believe that I have something to offer the people who live here, something new and something progressive. I'm still in the process of formalizing my nomination, so I probably shouldn't even be mentioning this until it's official, but there will be more videos coming as soon as I get that rubber stamp, hopefully soon. I know most of the people who watch my videos won't be directly affected by this specific election, but I'm hopeful that I can set an example for anyone out there who's considering getting involved in local government. I'll be filming a lot of videos that talk about my platform and just what it's like in general to go through the process of trying to run a campaign and be elected to office. Because I believe that governing, from the White House to the smallest local office, is not reserved for the financial or academic elite. We all get to participate in the process. And I'm excited to have a more direct role in the process that surrounds me and the people that I love. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I know my stuff hasn't been particularly funny of late. What can I say? I'm in a mood. There's a funny video right there if you're looking for that. Anyway, questions or comments, hit me up down below or write to me on Twitter @NateClark, and I will see you very soon. Thanks, guys.